This is, I believe, Penny Mordaunt. She is Tory, I believe the leader of the Tories in the House of Commons, I want to say. And she has an interesting speech. And what I have a theory about why this is so weird. And I think it's because what she's done here is tell an AI to sort of do a Tory version of Obama's fired up, ready to go speech. And I think she just kind of repeats it here. But what she repeats the phrase "stand up and fight" like a number of times, and not really to the rousing edition you want. And I just want to say, like, I don't know what's going on in the UK, but it seems not great from a political development standpoint.
Stand up and fight for the freedoms we have won. Against socialism, whether it is made of velvet or iron. Have courage and conviction, because when you do, you move our countrymen, our communities and capital of all kinds to our cause. Stand up and fight, because when you stand up and fight, the person beside you stands up and fights. And when our party stands up and fights, the nation stands up and fights. Oh. And when our nation stands up and fights, other nations stand up and fight. And they stand up and fight for the things upon which the entire progress of humanity depends. Freedom. That is what conservatives do.
Fight, stand up and fight.
That is what this nation does. Have courage.
Oh, God.
Bring hope. Stand up and fight. Stand up and fight. Thank you, conference.
So did her teleprompter go out? Did it bug? Did it go at the exact... Like that's happened before. I've used a teleprompter before in my life where you can't scroll down anymore and it just keeps going back. She might have had to improvise there, or did she go to the Vivek Ramaswamy school of rhyming
right.
things, right? Where she just repeats the same line and she thinks it sounds like a rhyme.
Stand up and fight. And I don't really know what's maybe this is Keir Starmer's strategy of, like, by flanking and by, like, sort of aping every position that the Tories take, whether it's like, let's throw trans people under the bus or like basically just attack Jeremy Corbyn at every instance, even though he's been completely sort of washed out of the party. Maybe there's nothing else for them to say but this sort of stuff.
But she's a conservative, right?
She's a Tory, yeah.
Oh, she's a Tory. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I don't really get that either. So, but that was right. So Nutty Dan says this British speech sounds like Jordan Peterson on Daily Wire.
Stand up and fight. But I think, like, when she says, like, if you stand up and fight here, people stand up and fight in a slightly larger location, and then a larger, and then the nation and the country. But that's Obama's, like, if a voice can change a room, it can change a blah, 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 and a blah, 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 and get me elected president. So I think it was so weird because it was just, I think, AI plagiarism.
Oh, that seems totally plausible. Let's what do we got here? I guess we should just quickly do this RFK Jr. thing. Okay. No, you don't like it? I haven't seen it. We are, I will say, finding fun half material today, not the easiest, because obviously it was rightfully all Israel-Palestine today. Let's just take another call. Okay. We'll save that RFK Jr. thing for tomorrow when Sam returns, because I think he'll want to comment on it. And
him and Cornell going independent.
Yeah, right.
I'll be honest. Like I still feel the same way about Cornell as I did before, which is, like, I might throw him a vote in New York because it's not a state. Although there is a socialist candidate that maybe even has better positions than Cornell if I'm just going to vote based on my ideas, which is not why I think people should be encouraged to vote. They should be encouraged to empower the best coalition into power.
Yes. Very
simply, not what is said, again, what we're talking about with rhetoric, right? Like political rhetoric, it serves a purpose, and that purpose is not toward truth. But, like, to me, it's like, I don't know what the implication is going to be about the ballot stuff with Cornell. Like maybe it's going to have him on more ballots, maybe it's going to be on less. To me, it's not super important because like I don't think he was a very real candidate anyway, and I was never really supporting him because I wanted the Green Party to reach some threshold that empowers them, because I don't see much in the Green Party worth empowering, to be honest.
Well, he didn't seem to think that either.
Exactly, and so like that's why it's like his decision's kind of a push in my eyes.